Hello, my name is Belen, and I'm from Troop 42003 from the Washington, D.C. area.
Hello, my name is Julia, and I'm from Troop 42003 from the Washington, D.C. area.
Today I will be walking you through the Girl Scout Savvy Shopper Badge.
If you have this packet, take it out. If you don't have it, don't worry. I will walk you through all the options and steps.
But before we begin, let's read the promise and the law. On my honor, I will try to serve God and this country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. Okay, now that we've done that, let's get started. So I'm going to walk you through step 1, which is explore your wants and needs. So there's several choices that you can choose from that will help you complete this step for the Savvy Shopper Badge. Choice 1 is go on a home tour, which is where we're starting in the room where you sleep, write down at least 5 items in each room of your home. Or you can make a collage where you gather Girl Scout friends and a stack of magazines and newspapers, flip through them together, and cut out at least 50 items. Or take a survey and ask at least 20 classmates to list things that they need and list 5 things that they want. I chose to do choice 1, which is going on a home tour. To get into the specifics of the home tour choice for the Savvy Shopper, for the first step of the Savvy Shopper Badge. So what you have to do is, as I said earlier, you start in the room where you sleep and you write down at least 5 items in each room of your home, and then write them down on just a scrap of paper. And then when you finish the tour, find an open space and then line up the papers from the item you need the most to the item you need the least. And so that's what I've done. I did a couple of the rooms in my house as an example for what you should do. The first column of paper is the basement, the second is my room, and the third is the living room.
Now let's move on to step 2. Step 2, your options are to log what you want for a week. Every time you think about something, oh, I want that, I want those shoes, I want that jacket, you should write it down and then look back on it at the end of the week and see what you've learned about what you want. The next option is to investigate what trends are in your school or in your community. You ask friends and family what they think are some trends going on that people buy, items that are trendy. So I did this, and most people said that electronics such as AirPods and phones were trendy, as well as clothes like ripped jeans. The next option is to look back in time and look at 10 items that girls around your age thought were trendy a while back.
Now that we finished that, let's move on to the third step. The third step of this Savvy Shopper Badge is called Find Out What Makes People Happy with What They Buy. So there are several things that you can do, several choices that you can do to complete this step. 1 is family stories. Talk to people in your family about a big purchase in their life. 2 is trade stories with friends, and basically just talk about purchases that either made them happy or didn't make them happy. And the third choice is pick a big ticket item like an expensive appliance, computer, or even a car, and then team up with an adult to research customer reviews online. So I chose to do choice 2, the trade stories with friends, because I was really interested in seeing what made them happy or not happy. So I contacted several of my friends and asked them if they could help me out for this specific step. I asked them if they could tell me about a purchase that made them happy or not happy, like I said earlier. And one of my friends responded that she was happy when she bought an oil dispenser and when she adopted her puppy. Some other friends responded with stuff like when they bought a desk for their room because they were moving to a new house, and when they bought new books.
Now, step 4. You can visit a mall and pick an item that comes with different options and prices and compare why they have different prices. Does one have a more advanced technology? What makes them so different? You can also look at a grocery store and look at why an item might be more expensive or less expensive. Is it better for you? Is it worse for you? I looked at some of the items that my family purchases regularly. I looked at Nutella and maple syrup. For Nutella, I found that a $2 hazelnut chocolate spread was slightly healthier, it had a bit less sugar, and it was cheaper than the Nutella. Nutella is $7 a bottle, or 20 cents an ounce, and the hazelnut was $2 a bottle, or 10 cents an ounce. Now the last option is to go on a hunt at a mall, go with 3 friends, and try to find different options, different price options for the same item in 30 minutes. Find an inexpensive, an average, and an expensive option, and then compare why it makes them inexpensive, average, or expensive. Last step. Now we're going to try and use the skills we've learned to buy something. So you can help with a family purchase, come up with at least one item you want and one item you need. Discuss your choices with your family and think about why you want that item and where you're going to find the best option for it. For example, for this, you can think about school clothing. Maybe that's something you need because you've grown out of it. So you can buy that as your need. And as your want, you can buy something a little bit more expensive, like expensive shoes like Air Force Ones or Jordans that you don't necessarily need because you could buy a cheaper shoe option that works just as well. Or if you want a less expensive option, you could get a treat as your want, some candy, a dessert, ice cream, whatever you want. Or you could get school supplies as your need because you're going to need them to have fun in school and participate. Next option is to make a plan for your cookie money. You can go with your troop and think what you guys want to do and then figure out which option will be the less expensive and if you can make it work with the money you've made. The last option is to look into your future. Think in 10 years, what are going to be 10 items you think you'll want to have and 10 items you'll need. Once you've completed all these steps, you've completed the Savvy Shopper Bag. Congratulations.
Have fun scouting.
Bye.